Hello, this is Yael Naim.
And David Donatien.
You're listening to UPop on WorldSpace
and XM.
I was reading a brilliant review from South by Southwest. They said that you were one of the shining stars, your performance at South by Southwest.
Wow, it's really nice of them.
What was that like?
It was rock and roll. It was really funny and great festival. And people were really receptive and connected. And we were happy to start playing, in a place which is so far from home, and to discover that people know the songs. It was incredible.
When you speak about far from home, and let's focus in on Tel Aviv, the jazz clubs that you played at in Tel Aviv, and growing up as a little girl, your first music influences. What were some of the first experiences with music?
Oh, the first experience of music was classical music. When I was 9, I fell in love with this music, and even much more when I saw the movie Amadeus about Mozart's life, and then I decided that I wanted the music in my life. But I thought it would be classical music, and when I was 12, I discovered the Beatles, so I changed the musical direction a little bit and started to write songs and to sing them. That's how it all started.
Thanks to our friend Brian and TJ and Anna over at Atlantic Records for putting us together, because I've been trying to find you since actually the end of last year, because I wanted to invite you to something that I do each year, and now that I have you both on the phone, I'm going to make a formal invitation before 134 countries and a few million of our closest friends listening to us. Each year, we do an event at Studio 2 at Abbey Road. You know the Beatles studio, right? And we bring in brilliant bands from around the world. And what we would love to do, every February we're there, and I tried to find you both, and I knew that you were going to be doing South by Southwest, and you were going to be busy here in the States rolling out the CD, which was released just a couple of days ago here in the United States. But next year, I would love to extend an invitation now, next February, if you're in London and you can make it, Studio 2, Abbey Road, some of the most brilliant engineers, and a live broadcast on WorldSpace, XM, AOL, and DirecTV. What do you think?
Wow, it sounds amazing.
Thanks. You've been very great.
Good. Excellent. Hey, David, I understand that you've played with some interesting people like Just Jack, and you've done interesting work as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I worked during 15 years in France with a lot of artists there. It was very great. And I love to do so much different style of music. And I crossed Junior Jack in Belgium. And we recorded with him the last album. I love to do it with electronic music. It's great for me to play percussion. And it was really a big part of my career. I played 15 years in France like this. I
think that's what's really great about the album itself, because it brings in a lot of different music influences, and I appreciate how generous you are and how complimentary you are on the other artists that perform on the CD with you, the different musicians from the cello to the mellotron and all the different instruments and the artists that perform. Are they actually the artists that are in the video for New Soul?
Oh,
yeah. A part of it. You saw Junior Jack in the video, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other, you can see Laurent David, the bass player, and the other part of Friend, it's a kid with no eyes. He's singing the song Shelha, and Daniel Romero, the jazz man, a bass player when I used to play with. And the last, it was a friend of Yael, which is called Hella. But malheureusement, unfortunately, we can bring everybody, but it was a part of a close family.
That's great. In Israel, do you know the band Rock 4?
Yes, I know.
You know Isar and Rock Park? Because we debuted them in America on XM, and we've had them over here back in 2003 and 2004. We had them over here, and they're good friends. I was just sending Isar an email. I said, hey, listen, I got Yael on the phone.
Incredible. I know Isar. He's a really great person.
You know, they talked about playing in Tel Aviv, and can you give a little taste of what it's like to play in that environment? Because there's such a vibrant club scene, there's such a vibrant love and passion of music, and it has to be balanced with the tension and the issues that are going on throughout the Middle East. How does that work as a musician?
In Israel, well, I left really early, so I didn't have occasion to do a lot of live when I was 20. But when I grew up there, it was really incredible, because people are hungry to live and to create, And it's a small country that is far from everything, and there is a war going on. So people really want to live 200%, you know?
Yeah. Well put.
I feel it's like a volcano. Inside a volcano, you can have really nice diamonds created, but then you have to work on them in order to see if they can, you know, bright or something like this.
Very poetic. Now I see where those lyrics come from. Yael and David, a couple of more questions real fast. We asked our listeners to send us emails, and we actually have an email from Israel, from Shoshana, who says to ask Yael, did you receive a MacBook Air for them using your song? Did they give you a computer?
Yes,
Yeah.
they give us two.
One each.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's in front of us now.
Excellent. What we'd love to do is congratulate you on having the #1 song on UPop, the #1 song in America on XM29. Congratulations.
Thank
you. Hello, this is Yael Naim.
And David Donatien.
You're listening to UPop on WorldSpace
And XM.
I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake. Strange world, hoping I could learn a bit about what is true and fake. But while these hates try to communicate, finding trust and love is not always easy to make. La 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 This is a happy end, 'cause you don't understand everything you have done. Why is everything so wrong? This is a happy end. Come and give me your hand, I'll take you far away. I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake.
There she is, Yael Naim and David Donatien. From their new CD on Atlantic Records. And thanks to Yael and David for joining us on UPop 29. You're going to hear them again during the UPop chart countdown, where they're the new #1 song of the week on the World's Pop Music Channel. This is UPop across the planet on WorldSpace Satellite Radio, in America on XM, AOL Online, and DirecTV Channel 824. It's New Music Friday with Mystery Jets.